We are back at it again this weekend. A lot of games going down, but for this specific one, Manchester United is playing Manchester City. It is the Manchester City Derby. My name is Elijah Charles Kiage. I'm here with MC Shilanje. How are you doing, bro?
Yeah, Simba. Thank you so much for this special day. First of all, it's a special thanks for our supporters. We hit that number. You remember?
Isn't it? We hit 300.
We had 300, yeah.
Now we are on to 500, isn't it?
Yes.
And we're going to make it before the end of this month.
Yeah, guys.
Isn't it?
You know what to do.
Just
down here.
That's it. And then we are done.
Yeah.
All right. Now, let's talk about Manchester City, Manchester United. First, there are a lot of talking points on this one. But before we get there, let's get to overall head-to-head stats for this particular derby. And guess what? Out of that, Manchester United has 71 wins, 250 goals. And then Mancity has 49 wins, 234 goals. Overall, they've played 171 matches. There have been 51 draws between those two. Shilanje, do we expect that Man United is going to come on top of this, looking at that stat?
This is a derby, and anything can happen. If you go back to those stats, realize that most of the wins for Manchester City have come, let's say, in the 21st century, possibly from the year 2010 onwards to 2000, to where we are is when Man City have had much of their wins. So we can really agree that at this moment the power of Manchester really shifted to City's side than United. So going into any particular game, you'll obviously expect that City are the favorites because of the current form and how they are performing now, and it will not be very different going into this game from the results they've had in the European competition. Manchester United drew by 2-2 to Atlanta. They escaped by a whisker. They are going to lose that game, but they escaped. Contrasting results to City, who won comfortably, brushing aside Club Brugge. And now going into this game, you find that City have so much confidence against United, and City really looks good going to this derby.
Pretty much. So let's look at the last five between these two, and if you look at the next start, which is the last five head-to-head as well, ooh, not so good for Manchester United, because if you look at the last five, then you will say that indeed Man City has been winning it. Do you expect that this time around, again, going by exactly what is going on at Manchester United right now, we're going to talk about it, that indeed Manchester City is going to come on top again? Do you expect that start to continue?
Unless United can turn a tide on their side, I don't see them being able to beat City if they don't change their game plan. That is going towards, with how they played in the last game of the league. No, not the league, but let's say the last game of Champions League. The way they played it, if they're not going to change the approach, if they don't play...
You will say they're going to change, but they have no leeway to change, isn't it? Because if you look at the squad, and we're going to talk about that next, if you look at the squad that is missing, the players who have been actually turning tides when they're playing this derby, majority of them are out, and we're going to talk about them next, Shilanje. If you can allow me, let me ask you, when you look at that stat, just 1 out of 5, and right now the way they are playing, do you think Man United is looking at it and saying, oh sorry, Man City is looking at it and saying, wow, we're going to win?
I don't think so.
Why not?
As much as they look at the game in that sense, but they also sit down and say, well, we're going to play against City. It's not any other team. This is, we are going to play against United. And,
but which United?
Man United, of course.
United that has lost to Aston Villa, that is struggling against Atlanta, that was whipped by Liverpool, that was whipped by West Ham, that was whipped by Leicester. You see, that's the Manchester United that you're playing.
It doesn't matter. When you're playing a derby game, some of those factors are not put into consideration at all. It's about who wakes up on a good day, who turns up on the field.
But United have not been waking up on a good day. I mean, if you look at those stats against City, the last 5, City have been whipping them. And if you look at how Man United have played again, it just, well, they have been waking up on the wrong side of the bed then for the better part of the season, because the Man United is playing this season is not the Man United that we are accustomed to playing. All right, let's talk talk about the players who have been major, and we're going to start with that defense. Varane, a big player who's missing out. And Challenge, before you talk to me about Varane, let's look at his stats going into United. And if you look at that, then you will see, let me just look at them. I mean, attacking, Varane, you will say is an attacking defender. I mean, look at those stats, and you will see receptions in the opposite box. If you look at the ball progression, shot volume, then you will see he's got like 62%. Receptions in the box, 55%. Ball progression, 89. Shot creation, 80. Then you will see he's actually a very good player going forward. Good. Then you come and talk about ball retention ability, 80, 84. Then you link a play, you have 79. Carry, dribble volume, 88. But you also talk about his attacking again is quite good. But then again, defensive ability. That's where we are seeing things not so good. So would you say that indeed Man United are going to miss Rafael Varane? And just before you answer that, do you know that Bailly has got better stats than Varane?
It might be true, yes. Bailly has better stats, but in how many games? He barely plays 3 games.
Yes.
He'll play 2 games, he's injured, and really, I have a problem with these tactics. The way he plays, he uses a lot of energy, massive energy for nothing. He ends up costing the team, conceding penalties. I don't think he's better than Varane.
He's better than Varane.
No, he's not.
He could be better than Varane.
He's not.
I mean, stats speaks for themselves.
No, he's not.
But the only thing I'm saying is a Bailly just fell off all respect in order. But when it comes to stats on stats, it could be better.
No.
It could be better. He's better actually.
No, I don't think. Sometimes it's not good to compare apples with oranges, because
sometimes
because you know who Varane is, what he has done for the world of football, what he has done at Real Madrid, what he has done at France, and I don't think Bailly is anywhere close to the stats or whatever the achievements he has done at Madrid. Coming into Premier League, yes, he needs some time to adapt. When he came in, he had an injury. He recovered. He's played for a couple of games. He's also been injured.
Yes.
In and out. So possibly for him to churn out the exact stats as he did at Real Madrid, he'll need some kind of time to adapt to the league. Again, Premier League is a very defensive league where maybe the defenders will not get a lot of time or a lot of chance to go and attack. So possibly the stats whereby Varane was very offensive are going to reduce in Premier League as compared to in La Liga,
yes,
where they play open football, where the defenders are allowed to make so much contributions offensively.
Would you say that is a hard, would you say that is a hard what do you say, a rocky start at Man United?
For Varane?
Yes.
Yes, for now I can agree so.
So now would you say that then Man United are not gonna miss him in this game?
No, they'll miss him. They'll miss him because last game when he came in, you saw the difference.
Yes.
When Man United were playing against Spurs, in the other time when they are playing against Liverpool, they really miss him because he's been able to play the 3-4-3 system comfortably at United, as he has done at France national team. And I think when they have to play that system, he's the rock in the defense, the middleman, the middle defender. Possibly the last man, and for that system to work, they really need Varane in the back three, the one that they used to beat Tottenham.
Here's the question though, when I'm looking at the next defender who might not be there, we're still waiting for those final news from Ole, Victor Lindelof is not there. That's another man in that defense who United could have relied on in case they have any other extra injury. He might not be there as well. That is us saying Man United are in shit, for lack of a better word now, facing that City.
Yeah, I think now that one should be a problem. If they miss Varane and they also miss Lindelof, it means that the two defensive partners, that is Maguire and Bailly, have no sub. Yeah, they have no help if shit happens in the game.
And they have to play together.
They have to play together.
They have not played together this season.
Yes, they've not played together for long. Yeah, give them
Yes,
a problem.
yes.
I don't know what you are laughing.
So I'm laughing because let me tell you why I'm laughing. I'm laughing because
Yeah.
this experiment that Ole has been, I don't understand.
What should he do?
And this is what I told Man
No,
United.
Simba,
listen.
just calm down. In this moment where there's no Varane,
I don't care.
There's
for,
no Lindelof.
Here's the thing.
What should he do?
I don't care for Ole.
What should he do?
The question should
He has
be,
to play
no,
wherever
hold
he
on.
has.
No, hold on.
Yes.
The question should be, what should have he done earlier in the season? I do not understand why Bailey is never received a game. I don't understand. I don't understand why Maguire has been playing when Bailey has been on bench. Chances are that had you played Bailey, it would have been formed to help your City. The way things are, Bailey is not played enough this season. It can be top notch, and he's gonna mess up.
No, but I ask you a question here. If you have a player who's coming in to play 2 games,
yes,
or even 1 game, is injured and go out, will you bank on that player?
But he's been.
Will you bank on that player?
Wait.
He might be good. Yes.
He's been fit.
No, he might be good
every
but
time.
he's not fit.
But well,
he's always injured. Why?
Here's the thing. But he's not been injured for the last 5 games at United. He's not been injured.
No.
The only thing about Bay is that he's not been playing. And now, wait a minute. And now, when you need him to play, he's not gonna be at his best when you need him to be at his best. And that's the problem that I have for Ole Gunnar. Now, let's look at the next guy. Maguire. I don't understand exactly what's going on with Maguire. First, let's start with his stats. And we're going to compare that. If you look at where we are with Maguire, and this is the 2019-2020 season.
Yeah, 2020 season.
In fact, they were like on like. If you compare him with apparently the best defender in the league.
Very top.
Yes, Van Dijk.
The stats look good.
They look
for
really
that particular
good.
Time.
They look really good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Maguire has been really good. Even on the passing accuracy, it was like on like.
In fact, I'm not sure if that is Maguire. Just that,
That is for
anyway,
Man United fans to think
It was good 2019-2020 season.
Challenge, what the hell is going on with Maguire?
Now that is the true Maguire we have. Right now,
It's not
Maguire. It's not the true Maguire.
The only yes.
You will need to agree with me. I think he was overhyped. For me, he was not.
Come on.
No. Maguire is not an 80. He's not an 80 million man. He's not an 80 million defender.
Those stats from 2019-2020, and I bet you 2018-2019 was really good. That's why Man United looked at it.
Yes.
I can bet you that. They were even better than that. Here's the thing. This season, that injury that Maguire got, since he came back, he's not been at his best. And I blame Ole for Maguire not being at his best.
I don't think so.
Here's the thing.
No.
Again, since the
You
Euros
can't
as well.
blame everything on Ole. Sure.
No, it's actually him. You do Ole out. Thank you. I've had somebody say that. Here's the thing. You have Bay in that team. When a player is not injured or is coming out of injury, what do? Do you throw him on the deep end as if you don't have a substitution for him? He did have Bay on the bench. The only thing that would have happened this season is that, especially after the Euros as well, is that Bay would have started for Man United, and then you ease Maguire into the game. Not start him, start a player who's not really that fit. Maguire is suffering from the misdoings of Ole Gunnar.
No, the true situation here is Maguire, yes, was late from the Euros.
Yes.
At the same time, Bailey was also late playing for Ivory Coast in the Olympics.
But then who got injured? Maguire got injured.
Yes.
Isn't it?
Yes.
So why would you not play Bailey?
It's not sure of Bailey. And this is what I keep on telling you.
So whose mistake is that then? It's a question of the mistakes. Whose mistake is that? Why do you? Here's the thing. When you have a good player in your team, like Maguire, he's been the rock of that defense. You've seen the 2019-2020 stats. They've been really good. It was the rock in that defense. And this player comes late from the Euros, isn't it? Gets injured, and I like to think he got injured because he was thrown again to the deep end in that defense immediately after the Euros. What do? You don't ease him fully into the game. Right now, probably, is when Maguire would have been starting full games. Not him coming directly from injury in the Euros, and then he has 90 minutes of playing time.
Again, my question is, if you say so,
always mistake.
Does it mean United could have been better defensively for that period without Maguire? Does it mean so?
Here's the thing. I'm not saying they could have been better.
Yeah.
I'm saying that they could be well shielded right now, because a player who should be performing at 100% is not performing at 100% because you didn't give him time to recover. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You didn't give him time to recover. So the misdoings of Ole Gunnar, dropping Maguire in that defense at a time when he was not ready to really play 90 minutes of game time.
He had his come back to the team.
It did. It did.
Okay,
Right.
Ole, you've had yourself.
Now, let's clear this conversation about the defense then. If Lindelof is not there, if Maguire is not on form, if Bailey has not been playing for majority part of this season and is gonna play against City, do you think City are looking at it and saying a walkover?
It might be a good day for City, a good day in office for City. If the stats you've said
Yes.
come into play,
Yes.
that Varane does not recover in time for the game, Lindelof does not recover in time for the game, it means Ole may not deploy the 3-4-3 system that was so successful against Tottenham.
Yes.
It means that he goes back to the 4-man lineup, whereby if he's playing 4-2-3-1, there shall be so many spaces for City attackers to run in between United, and with the passing of City, the way they play in the final third, they might really exploit United in that part of the game, because United really give a lot of spaces in the
And we've seen that,
defensive
isn't it?
phase.
Well,
Yeah,
we've seen that.
they're giving a lot of spaces.
They've really conceded a lot of goals.
In fact, when
Yes.
they were playing against Liverpool did not struggle at
They
all.
didn't struggle
They
because
had an
they
easy
had a
chance.
lot of spaces.
Yeah.
Salah would have scored 5 goals.
They were just passing
They were
all
just
around
passing in
United.
between.
If they try to do the same thing against City,
It might be another high five
another
as
high
well.
five. Yeah, they have to be very careful.
Let's move into this, man. I hate talking about it. Maybe you and I should apologize to Man United fans. We said, Shilenja, maybe we should apologize. We said that Cristiano Ronaldo would have come into this team, but then his goals were not going to be of much effect to Man United. But it turns out that he's the one who's carrying Man United now. Is that where Man United now start to get exposed? Like Cristiano Ronaldo is the one who's carrying you now.
I don't think so.
Not once, not twice,
I don't think
severally.
so. The
In
issue
fact, when
is-
Cristiano is not playing in that game, then indeed Man United are playing man useless game.
I don't think so.
Yes.
It's quite simple. If you take Cristiano out of the team, does United score or not?
It looks as if this is
They have goals or not?
No, guess what? If you have,
If
can I answer
Cristiano
that
is
question
out
like,
of the
no,
team,
hold on. Can I
do
answer
they
that?
score or
Can
not?
I answer that question like
Yeah.
this? If you would have taken Cristiano Ronaldo out of that Atlanta game, and I'm saying in both legs as well, would have they come out as winners? The answer is no.
No, I think they could have won.
In what sense? Cristiano scored 2 goals against Atlanta.
United is now built in a game they play knowing that Cristiano is there. You know, they build their game.
Is that it though?
They're building their game around him, such that he has to score. If he's not
Well,
scoring,
if you
no,
look-
no other player is
hold on.
scoring.
No, that's not it. If you
Yeah,
look at the games that he
that's the
scored
case.
against Atlanta,
Yeah.
the last goal came out of nowhere. That was Cristiano Ronaldo's brilliance.
Maybe they could have scored earlier than that. Who knows?
No,
Because
listen,
in the
Shilanja,
last season,
yeah.
last season,
Yes.
United never had a problem going forward.
no problem.
They are
No,
scoring.
It's fine.
Magnificent.
But then this
the young
season-
players
yes.
were coming in and scoring goals.
Yes.
But this season, when you bring in Ronaldo, you sacrifice the young players. Ronaldo does not offer much defensively.
Yes.
When he's not having the ball, he doesn't press. It means that the team shape will change. The opponent defenders will have much time moving towards United's goal, and that's when they increase their attacks, and it's easy for United to concede when one man is not pressing for the team. If you bring in a younger player like Rashford, like Greenwood, like Sancho, like Lingard, these are guys, when they are not having the ball, they still work for the team.
Yes.
They'll ensure that the team recovers their ball. And if you go to the stats, Simba, you'll find that Ronaldo perhaps is one of the poorest player in terms of recovering possession.
Of course, he's not supposed to do that.
In
That's
terms
not
of
work.
pressing.
Yes, that's not his
No,
work in
the other
that team.
strikers do so.
Yes.
If you rate him against the other strikers, even to the like of Cavani.
But right now, I do
Yes.
not think that you should actually rate Cristiano Ronaldo with the rest of the strikers. Why would you do that?
Why?
He came to Man United to score. Let the team do the dirty work. His is to finish. And if you're going to play Cristiano Ronaldo in any other system where you expect him to press and defend for you, he's not going to do that.
When he scores
Yes.
and United concedes,
Yes.
do the goals help? You end up with draws.
That should not be the question.
Yeah.
The question should be,
Yes.
the goals that he scored
Yeah.
this season,
Yes.
have they been important? Yes, they've been important.
To some extent,
If he
yes.
hadn't scored them, Man United could have lost. Yes, they could have lost.
But
this
in the
game.
long run, you need to trust me that in the long run, those goals might be relevant to United because you score, you concede. Yeah? So it's a minus.
My point is this.
Yeah.
Should we then say that if Cristiano Ronaldo doesn't play, Man United are potentially useless?
I dispute.
No,
I
you
dispute.
cannot.
I dispute.
Chilenjo, you cannot.
No, on that one I dispute.
He's not the main man. He's not the main
dispute.
man. I started this season saying Cristiano Ronaldo is not going to be the main man for Man United because they didn't need him. But as it goes on, this form, this formation that seems to work for Man United and for Ole Gunnar until he at least gets fired.
No, I think United...
It looks as if Man United...
No, United
it looks
have
as
just
if Cristiano
played,
Ronaldo is the main man.
United have played in your trap by themselves because they didn't have this problem earlier.
All right.
Now you can
Yes.
look at a player like Bruno Fernandes. Where is he?
Can't
He's just a
say him as
shadow.
well.
He's a
Yeah.
shadow of a player that he used to be. Why? Because Cristiano is in there. He's been told or instructed that when you have the ball,
Pass
you
it
have
to
play to Cristiano. Even if he's in a scoring position, he doesn't score. He has to pass to Ronaldo. But when you take Cristiano out of the game,
Yes.
it means these other players will all be striving to get their chances in the game. Everybody will be trying to show up on the day to get a number in United's team. So they'll work hard as a team, knowing that we don't have a particular talisman that we look up to score for us.
Important question then. Let's move away from this man, Cristiano Ronaldo, because again, we expect him to start. He might score. He might. The thing is, I don't want him to score against Man City because I want to see a different Man United play Man City,
Yeah.
and they're going to be quite different. Important question: had Ole lost against Tottenham, chances are that he would have gone.
Likely.
Likely,
Yeah, likely.
but we said he sacked Nuno,
It was, as we said, it was a competition of who was going to sack who.
isn't it?
And pretty enough, I
Yes.
think Nuno has been very generous to
So majority of the teams saved Arteta's job.
Arteta and Conte, the two of them. He's been very generous. They need to thank Nuno great deal because
Now-
he's done them a favor.
Question is going to be this.
Yeah.
They went to Atlanta. Had he lost to Atlanta,
Yeah.
that would have been a question mark, isn't it?
Possibly.
But he
you gotta
drew. So there's sort of still the atmosphere that hangs around Ole's head. You didn't win against Atlanta, isn't it? And that performance wasn't really that good. Should he lose to Man City, do you think Ole out now will be indeed Ole's out?
Should he lose to United? Yes.
Yes, he should be out.
I know they'll be all out, but I
would
just
it be Ole is finally out?
No, I just
if
have
you
a-
lose to City.
I just have a feeling that maybe United's hierarchy might not listen to those pleas.
Why?
They might
Because-
not because
No, but he was
if-
given 3 games, isn't it? That's what we know.
no, but he's performed in 2 already.
What
He'll argue that
He
way.
didn't perform against Atlanta.
He performed.
That's
Because
a draw. There was
no,
a dismal
no,
performance
He
by the way.
performed to Atlanta in the way that he got 4 points off Atlanta. They were playing 2 legs. He got 4 points. Will you say he didn't perform? 4 out of 6. Didn't he perform against Atlanta?
No, that's not a performance.
It's a performance.
No, but the performance that we're looking for against
Yes,
Atlanta
yes.
is we're only looking at a performance after
No,
the Tottenham game.
no.
In fact, we're looking at the performance after the Liverpool game.
No, when you talk-
can say that
Simba,
the performance
come
against
on.
Tottenham. No, you can say the
Come
performance
on.
against Tottenham was a performance because Tottenham did not even register
No,
a shot
no,
on
no,
target.
no, you
the
can't-
only
you can't-
performance that we're looking for is yes, you won against Tottenham, fine. You should have won against Atlanta. You didn't win. Question mark. If you lose against City, that will be 2 games that you flouted in the
don't-
3 games that you're given.
I'm not sure of that. What I'm sure
You
is
can't say, oh, hold on. You can't say that there was a different Man United that gave us a different game or a gameplay in the Atlanta game. That was the same Man United, wasn't it?
it's the same.
So then what are you saying?
What I'm saying is, if
yes.
if you put the Atlanta game into consideration,
Yes.
it will really augur out that argument because overall, Champions League is a 2-legged game. So
Yes.
you analyze it in a sense of home and away. If you analyze it home and away, Soldier wins the game 4 points out of 6. That is a plus. you can't look at that game. If you go to Tottenham, he wins 3-0 comfortably. You can't say that Tottenham was shit. You'll obviously say United got 3 points. It doesn't matter how the opponent turns out. Were you able to use your chances? Were you able to rise to the occasion? And yes, United did that. And my feeling is, even if they lose to City, the United hierarchy might not listen to the pleas of Ole out.
That's it.
Yes.
All right. Now, Yvonne doesn't mean that we're overrunning. Wow, that was quite quick, isn't it? All right. Let's look at Mancity. Let's look at Jack Grealish, and these are the stats that we have for you on for Jack Grealish as well, because the questions that we are asking here in Aston Villa, and you could see exactly how it is. This was in the 2020
Aston Villa,
2021 stats, isn't it? Across the board, you will see they're just Jack Grealish on top in every stat that we're giving you. Then you said that you don't give a damn about those stats. The only stats that you care about are the ones at City.
City is at City, £100 million. I need to see his goals in assists at City, because
and I told you
at Aston Villa he was the anchor man. He was the main man that the team was built under. But it's now at City where he has good players around him, which means he needs to be better than he was at Aston Villa. So we need to see, does he score? Does he assist? Does he create chances at Aston Villa? And at the moment, the answer is no. And for me, he's not the £100 million player.
He's not the £100 million player that City got.
He's not.
All right, let's move to another player. Laporte. All right, is not going to be there in that game, because we know is serving his match ban. But then if you look at the stats again, you're going to find that Laporte is either number 1 or number 2. When you go by passes by defenders in the Premier League, and we're judging them by 2,000 passes, Laporte is number 2 after Van Dijk. Passing accuracy, defenders in the Premier League, again, Laporte, Man City, is 92.33%. You could say that the only reason as to why Pep loves Laporte is because Laporte is a perfectionist. Look at that passing accuracy. Do you think Man City are going to miss him? They have John Stones.
To some extent, I feel they can miss him, because Stones has been also out for some time. Since returning back from the Euros, he's not had a game time as expected, because when the league began, he was still having his rest. And he's really found it hard to come into the team. He's really found it out to get in between either Laporte or Ruben Dias. So he's really struggled for game time. And if you throw him now in a big match like United, a derby, where you expect every player to be at 100% or even more fitness, for him, given that he's coming out, I think he's going to struggle. If United are clever enough, they can exploit the weaknesses of Stones and get a goal against City.
Pretty much. All right, let's end it there, because Yvonne is going to kill us next. We don't want to overrun, but we wanted to end this with asking the questions. Why is De Bruyne, Sterling, and Mahrez? That we promise we're going to answer in the next episode. All right, guys, journey to 500 continues just down here. That's all you need. Just subscribe and comment and like this video as well. And Man United fans, we don't care about you. We want Ole to stay.
He has to stay.
He has to stay.
Ole must
stay.
He's going nowhere.
Those hashtags you're writing for Ole out, we don't like them. We are never going to support them.
In fact, beat City.
Beat City
and stay.
We want Ole to stay.
Yes, Ole, go nowhere. Stay.
All right, guys. See you in the next one.